Welcome one and all, we have perfect blue skies and quite a contest ahead of us. This really is a feel-good football match. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. It is a monster matchup, Jim Begley.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
And that gets things running. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
The Portuguese do have a penchant for producing great wingers, Peter, and this fella, Rafael Leao, is another really good example. He likes to play down the middle, or he'll go to the left-hand side, wherever he can kind of get his run started. Once he finds that little bit of space, then it's all about using his pace and trickery, and he'll give any defence lots of problems.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Time to deliver. Gerson. Oh, he's been flattened there. João Cancelo gets it clear. That's really well manoeuvred. And he's on his way! Ronaldo couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Oh look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Alexandro. Gerson. And the shot! And for a moment, time stood still. Beats it away, tries a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Danilo clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Bruno Guimaraes. Rodrigo. Danilo with... Oh, what a climb! And that has been cleared. Now who's going to be first to this? And it's played forward.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press. Marquinhos
shifted upfield. Marquinhos gently done. Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission.
Brazil really are making good use of that right-hand side. The light is very much the colour green. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Bruno Guimaraes. Now it's Rafinha. Played out to the right. He's in a great position here. Danilo. It's a mighty effort! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Brazil really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Portugal going about it patiently, perhaps too patiently. João Neves played out to the left flank. Mendes goes on a charge down the left, delivers the ball, shoots! That was very necessary. So who's he picking out? Climbs up big! Didn't quite get enough on that.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Danilo. Moved on forwards. And that's put paid to a promising move. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Lobbed in behind. Chance! Goal! Portugal!
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
And here's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior, oh, good spread. Danilo cross into the box. And that is not finding anyone. Rafinha wins the duel this time. And here's Vinicius Junior. Now it's Rodrigo. Mendes, long ball upfield. Rafael Leao. Vitinha forwards and with intent. Portugal have reclaimed it. Rafinha. And here's Vinicius Junior. Now it's Rodrigo. He's shifting through the gears here. Rodrigo! Oh, it's come loose. Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Rodrigo certainly looked hungry and exciting on the ball. Confidence is at play here.
And here's Rafinha. Another corner. Any better luck this time round? Got that Antonio Silva, aim forwards. João Neves. Antonio Silva. Araujo. Vitinha. Araujo. Could be danger here. He's through. It's Rafinha. It's in. With half-time at hand. Perfect timing. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing. And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And it's Cancelo. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Nice physical challenge. Now it's Rodrigo. And this could be the final action of the first half. Oh, smashing header! Oh, that was no routine save.
Jerson actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
The referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Some first-half thoughts?
Really showed some resolve in that first half, Peter, after going behind. So I think the message from the manager will be quite a positive one. Keep going and keep doing what you've been doing, because it's pretty good.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Brazil have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it.
And the shot! It's off target and by quite a way. Danilo. Oh, can he get onto this? Rafinha. Alexandro. Rafinha. Showing good feet. Alexandro hangs one in. That could spell trouble. Vinicius Junior!
Boom! There we go, and it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Brazil get themselves into the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Portugal ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Keeper's got good distance on that. And here's Vinicius Junior. And he's straight offside. It's really well cleared. João Neves. Rafael Leao. Spread out to the left. Looking for a decent ball in. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Calmly anticipates. And here's Neto. He is through here. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Antonio Silva, gently done. Wasn't deception, his positioning was spot on. Araujo. João Neves. Rafael Leao. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, taken with style!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
He gave it plenty and some. Thrashed it in.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
This is quite a battle.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Joelinton. And it's Alexandro. He's got away. Can he deliver? And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Bernardo Silva. Vitinha. Great defending, strong and determined. Nuno Mendes. Vitinha. Nuno Mendes. Throw in. Well timed, excellent interception.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Alexandro. Rafinha. Portugal seemingly requiring all hands on deck here. Players converging towards the centre.
Look, this is all about organisation now and getting people in the right place to deal with what's going to come at them, and there seems to be enough authority in trying to achieve that.
Hoisted upfield by the keeper. And reclaimed it in a trice. Pedro Neto. Bernardo Silva. Looks to the other side. Now it's Rafael Leao. And he's got his cross in.
Portugal really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved. Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Danilo. Played towards the other side. João Cancelo cuts it out. And he's managed to get free. Vinicius Junior. Oh, that's nice. He's in here! Danger averted for now. It'll be a throw-in. And there's going to be another change here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Diogo Dalot. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. It's Joe Linton. And here's Vinicius Junior.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Oh, easy pickings there. Alisson, long ball by the goalkeeper. The ball is loose and the chase is on.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Rafael Leao! And for sure, that was not one of his best. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Antonio Silva. João Neves. Diogo Dalot. Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto. Rodrigo. 90 minutes up and we will be back for extra time.
Well, we can only hope we get an extra time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
So 90 minutes couldn't produce a winner, and we have extra time. No winner in 90, 30 more to come. Now it's Vinicius Junior, and he's found a way past. Vinicius Junior! João Neves. Bernardo Silva. And it's played forward. And it's Bernardo Silva. João Neves. Does really well to win the ball there. Might be danger here. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
He's having a shot! Brilliant from Leao! And that may just do it! Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
And now he has two. Portugal take the lead. And here's Rodrigo. Rodrigo puts his foot on the gas. Danilo. Danilo with the cross. Vitinha. Pedro Neto. Oh, that's a clever looking ball. Rafael Leao. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
We all love a trier, Peter, but the wiser choice would have been ball into box.
Vinicius Junior. Now it's Joe Linton. Diogo Dallo forwards and with intent. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo! And that would have been game, set and match.
Cristiano Ronaldo has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible.
Vitinha plays it short. And he's there to get it away. João Neves. Pedro Neto. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Rodrigo. Extra time reaches half-time.
Well, there's plenty of potential for a final twist in this tale. I think there's bound to be some late drama in the final 15 minutes of this epic.
Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes? It has been a slugfest. Significant blows landed, but still no knockout. Antonio Silva. That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's João Pedro. Good running with the ball. A chance to play it in. That's an excellent interception. Rafael Leao on 2 now and looking for 3. Searching pass he's played there. He can run onto that. Marquinhos gets over and intercepts. Marquinhos getting this one clear. Moved on forwards. Rodrigo. Vinicius Junior. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Well, this defence now knows that they have to reduce his movement because they've allowed him to run free. Brazil really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Can he finish? And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Portugal are making a change now. Danilo shifted upfield. Nuno Tavares. João Neves. Antonio Silva. João Neves. Moved on forwards. Rafael Leao. He has found the way through. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Portugal can really think of it.
And that is that. Brazil can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off. So Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Brazil just may have felt a little extra pressure in front of their own fans that caused a nervousness and tension.
That's it for today. Thank you, Jim, and goodbye. Welcome to all of you on this utterly glorious day. Positive vibes all around us, nigh on perfect conditions. There is a thrilling football match in prospect here, and we will be getting underway very shortly. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
That gets things running. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, someone whose career I've watched with real interest, Peter, is Odegaard. Having seen him break through at such a young age and having so much pressure thrust on him, I really think that the time he spent outside Norway has done him a lot of good, and look how much he's developed.
Okay, interesting. He has a Ødegaard! Ødegaard shifted upfield. Defending of the desperate variety. Garnacho. Garnacho. And here's Alvarez. De Paul. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. That's a throw. That's a cute ball. That is a brilliant interception. And it's played forward. And here's Haaland. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Now it's Messi. He's got away. Messi does really well there, strong defending. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Ryerson, driven forward. Montiel gets it clear. And it's Ødegaard. Berger. Great defending, strong and determined. Paredes defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And he's managed to get free. McAllister. Now can he find a finish? Oh, that's a fine challenge. Alvarez. Oh, it's come loose. Shapes to shoot! Goal! Argentina! He gave it plenty and some. Thrashed it in.
I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Haaland, he's got space in the area. It's a loose ball. Cuts out the pass. Ødegaard. That's really well manoeuvred.
Haaland really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
De Paul, great chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Norway keep the ball, but can't do anything meaningful with it. Gets into some space. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. That's good defending, very good defending. The ball, aim forwards. Chance here to counter. Messi. Messi. This is promising. That's a bad place to challenge. What's he giving? The referee has given a free kick just outside the box.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Now there are plenty in the middle waiting for this. They're taking a moment to consider their options. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Wins the duel this time. Haaland. He's found a way through. Otamendi does really well to win the ball there. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Messi. He's shifting through the gears here. A lot of space ahead of... There's the header! In he goes again. Cleared without complication. Played towards the front line. That's a little off target. Ryerson moved on forwards. That'll be a throw. Cross into... Oh, smashing header! Couldn't quite control it.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
De Paul. Just 5 minutes left until the break. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Montiel. And it's Messi. Messi. Good, strong midfield running here. Nice defending, physical and effective. That's really well manoeuvred. Good running, strong and purposeful. Oh, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Talifico. McAllister. Played out wide. And here's Messi. That'll be the last act of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Argentina head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. And the game has already resumed here.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
A header! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Oh, that look of disbelief.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And it's Messi. Now it's Alvarez. Alvarez going full tilt down the left. Tagliafico drives it in. That's well blocked and back out it comes.
Argentina clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
And here's Alvarez. Garnacho! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Garnacho is offering a wry smile there.
And he's there to clear it. Can he finish?
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
McAllister. Alvarez. Garnacho. Oh, nicely intercepted. Boys, Alvarez! Goal! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Garnacho. Succumbs to the pressure. Ryerson. That's a lovely, neat pass. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now that's well seen too. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Can he spark a counter here? And it's been played through. And the shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Norway are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. And it's going to be another corner. And they've got a throw. So there's going to be another change here. Lovely feet. Looks up he goes! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Argentina, well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Alvarez. Aim forwards. Now it's Hauga. He is through here. Haaland. Oh, lovely chance, surely!
Okay, it didn't come off, but it was clever. A nice little dummy.
Climbs up big! Hit with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Messi. Alvarez being hunted in packs.
Well, it makes sense, Peter, that if he's frustrated, the whole attack may suffer.
Ryerson. And it's played forward. Deftly away. Ostigard, gently done. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Now it's Messi. Now it's to Paul. That is lovely. Out to the right. And here's Messi. Oh, what a ball! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right, it creates more chances.
That has been knocked clear. He has found the way through. That has found him in acres of space. Cleared away. Could be danger here. Berger. Played it again. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Referee's given a throw. Moved on forwards. And reclaimed it in a trice. Spread out to the left. Montiel clears it away. Cross goes in there. And the keeper has it. Now it's Alvarez, and it's Dybala. Now then, the ball's come loose. Aim forwards. Ødegaard. Haaland! Oh, that is asking for trouble. Tries a shot!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. I bet you the keeper is very relieved.
That's really well manoeuvred. Cleared away. Oh, it's come loose. Hauga, played into space. Looking for a decent ball in. Oh, well played, he needed to get that right. McAllister goes forward. Alvarez with 2 goals already to his name. Out to the left it goes. Cross from Odegaard. Romero clears it away. And that is that. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be welcomed all round. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
This was a fantastic display, Peter, of expansive football. They stretched their opponents at every given opportunity, and they ran them ragged. It was all highly impressive. And if that wasn't hard enough for the opposition, the link-up play was outstanding too.
I think we're just about out of time, so many thanks to Jim, and a very good afternoon to you. One of the most spectacular sights in football. Stand upon stand, stacked each on top of the other, right up to the sky, in order to accommodate the vast fan base of La Boca's Dortmund. Well, it's as friendly as it can be in the circumstances, but you feel the rivalry.
Well, I for one don't think that just because there's nothing resting on it, Peter, a game can lose its edge, and certainly not when you're facing opponents like this. So I hope the players will approach this with real professionalism.
So we're up and running. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, Aurelien Tchouameni is someone I see as being a real tour de force in that midfield. He's a tireless worker. I've heard so many people say he's just a nightmare to try and get away from. A real destroyer whose abilities on the counter-press are very potent.
Okay, interesting. Koundé, Yamal, Rudiger, Tchouameni, and here's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior tries to think it through. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Tries to get it clear. He's had a shot!
His reputation is better than what we've just seen.
Pedri. That's been won straight back. Now it's Mbappe. And here's Rodrigo. And it's Camavinga. This looks promising. Camavinga. Can he finish? Koundé, gently done. Calmly anticipates. That could spell trouble. He's got away. Chance here to counter. Yum. And the shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
Barcelona really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter. Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
Alexander-Arnold moved on forwards. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior. Rodrigo! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Receives it in a good position here. Now it's Yamal. He's found a way through. Yamal. Oh, they could be caught out here. Now it's Pedri. And the finish! Deftly away. Alexander-Arnold. And it's played forward. 0-0 still. The chances though.
Yeah, the tempo is strong and the game has flair and lots of potential for me.
Camavinga. And here's Rodrigo. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! Oh, that is rather wayward. Koundé forwards and with intent. That's good running with the ball. And here's Lewandowski. Caught offside that time. Gets it away. Tchouaméni. Camavinga. Played out to the right. He's shifting through the gears here. Very nicely done. Could be danger here. Rodrigo chooses to go back, and here's Valverde. And a chance! There's a goal! The breakthrough strike!
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, that silenced the crowd, Peter. Item 1 on the to-do list. Done.
Yamal has a look inside the box. And it's De Jong. Yamal herring after the ball here. Tchouaméni. Valverde. Pedri powering forward here. Do have a chance to counter here. Yamal. Oh, such a clever touch. Yamal's cross.
I think those reactions say it all. He didn't wait for the support and the chances gonna beg him.
Chance for a shot! Yes! They have done it! They have their equaliser! Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. That has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Yamal! A real chance and a real let-off.
Lamine Yamal, he'll be irritated with that, Peter. He really did spring into life as he made his run.
Cuts out the supply. Yamal. And here's the chance to counter. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement, came up against a defender though who was ever so determined. Ter Stegen claims it, and the danger passes. De Jong. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. That's a cute ball. And they've got rid. So what can they make of this? Now it's Yamal. Yamal. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So there was the first half. Oh, what a half of football. It's 1-1, but it could easily be 3-3 or more. Breakneck speed brilliance. Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Camavinga. Rodrigo. He's in a great position here. Valverde looking understandably energised after his goal. Yamal. That's really well manoeuvred. Could move up a gear here. Rafinha is onto this. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Pedri. Yamal. And here's Lewandowski. Might be danger. Real chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Rafinha is offering a right smile there.
Ditch defending, but that'll do. And here's Rafinha. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Keeper's got good distance on that. And reclaimed it in a trice. Rodrigo. Vinicius Junior. Over to the left. Kubasi tries to clear. And there's the shot! And the shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Only partially clear. That is lovely. Vinicius Junior. Yamal proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Well, that's well seen too. Tchouaméni. Rodrigo. And here's Vinicius Junior. And here's Mbappe. Great chance! Yes, it's in! And they get themselves in front!
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Vinicius Junior. Now it's Rodrigo. Nice control. Valverde. He could be in here. That's an excellent interception. Kubasi shifted upfield. Pedri has it back and can go again. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Well, they've finally cottoned on to the fact that this centre-forward is talented, highly talented.
Now it's Yamal. Rafinha. Out to the left it goes. Aimed in towards the centre.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really... Tries from distance. Rafinha, he is through here. Oh, shooting chance! He'll try to keep this alive.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Valverde aimed forwards. And he's managed to get free. Valde getting this one clear. It's Valverde. It's run loose here. Neither side really getting hold of the ball. Vinicius Junior. Ball shot, surely! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, just too much pressure on him in the end, Peter.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Moved on forwards. De Jong played out to the left flank. Valde.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Now it's Lewandowski. Tchouaméni wins the duel this time. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Pedri.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Valverde. And it's played forward.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Vinicius Junior, spread out to the left. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
De Jong. Rafinha. And the shot! Decent enough try.
Rafinha really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't. Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Alexander-Arnold. And here's Lewandowski. Rafinha! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low. 2 minutes to be added on. Vinicius Junior. Bellingham. Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And that's that. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven. And whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result on the balance of things. The end of the game. Reflections?
Well, you can never predict the results of these games, as your usual indicators like form become pretty irrelevant. It's a tough one to take, but these players have got what it takes to come back from this.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.